Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. I'm Daniel, and today we're going to help you feel completely confident the next time you walk into a restaurant or a coffee shop.
Howdy, everyone. I'm Emma. Oh, Daniel, I am so excited about this. To be honest, I usually get really nervous when the waiter comes to the table. My mind just goes blank.
You aren't alone, Emma. Many learners feel like it's a test, but by the end of our conversation today, you'll know exactly how to get a table, order your favorite food, and even handle it if the waiter brings you the wrong dish.
That sounds perfect. I'm actually a bit hungry just thinking about it.
Me too. Let's start at the very beginning. Imagine we are walking into a nice restaurant in London or New York. It's 7 p.m. What's the first thing you say to the person out the door?
I want to be friendly, so maybe good night?
Ah, that is a very common mistake. In many languages, the phrase for the evening is the same for arriving and leaving, but in English, good night is only for saying goodbye or going to sleep.
Oh, so if I say good night when I walk in, the waiter thinks I'm leaving?
Exactly. He might look at you very confused. At 7 p.m., you should say good evening. Or if you want to be safe, just hello works every time.
Got it. Good evening. And then I need to ask for a place to sit, right?
Yes, a great phrase is table for two, please. If you are with three friends, you say table for four, please.
That's easy. Table for two, please. Daniel, what if I'm alone?
Then you just say just one, please, or table for one. Let's practice that for a second. Listeners, try it with us. Repeat after Emma. Table for two, please.
Table for two, please.
Perfect. Now, once we sit down, the waiter gives us a list of all the food. What do we call that?
The menu?
Close. The pronunciation is menu. It rhymes with hen-you.
Menu. Okay, I'm looking at the menu and I see different sections. There are starters, main courses, and desserts.
Right. A starter is a small dish you eat first, like tomato soup or a salad. The main course is the big plate, like steak or fish.
And my favorite part, the dessert. I have to be careful with that word too, right?
Yes, if you say a desert, it sounds like a hot, sandy place with camels. For the sweet cake at the end of the meal, we say dessert, emphasis on the second part.
Dessert. I remember a trick for that. Dessert has two S's because you always want two helpings of cake.
I love that. That's a great way to remember. Speaking of helpings, if you're enjoying this lesson, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It really helps us out.
Yes, please subscribe. Okay, Daniel, the waiter is coming back. He asks, "Are you ready to order?" I'm really hungry for a burger. Can I say, "I want burger"?
You can, and he will understand you, but it sounds a bit rude or like a command. In English-speaking cultures, we use softeners to be polite. Instead of I want, try I'd like or can I have.
I'd like the cheeseburger, please. That sounds much nicer.
It does, or you can say I'll have the steak. It's short for I will have. It's very natural.
I'll have the steak. Okay, but Daniel, I don't like onions. How do I change my order?
Just add no onions, please. Or if you want the sauce in a separate bowl, you say sauce on the side, please.
I'd like the burger, no onions, and the sauce on the side. I feel like a pro already.
You're doing great. Now, let's talk about drinks. This is where a lot of people panic. The waiter might ask, still or sparkling?
Oh, I know this one. My friend Sam told me a funny story. He was at a restaurant and the waiter asked, "Still or sparkling?" Sam didn't know what it meant, so he just panicked and said, "Yes."
What happened?
The waiter brought him 2 bottles of water, one with bubbles and one without, and he had to pay for both.
That is a very expensive yes. For everyone listening, still water means no bubbles. Sparkling water has bubbles. And if you want the free water from the tap, just say tap water, please.
Tap water, please. That's a great tip for saving money.
Definitely. Now, Emma, imagine we aren't at a fancy restaurant. Imagine we're at a busy coffee shop. The line is moving fast. How do you order your coffee?
Hi, can I have a medium latte, please?
Perfect, short and sweet. They might ask for here or to go.
That means, do I want to sit in the cafe or take it away?
Exactly. If you're staying, say for here, please. If you're leaving, say to go or take away.
To go, please. Oh, Daniel, one more thing. What if they give me the wrong coffee? What if I ordered a latte, but they give me a mocha? I don't want to be mean.
You don't have to be mean. Just use the British softener method. Start with, excuse me, sorry.
Excuse me, sorry, I ordered a latte, not a mocha.
Perfect. You aren't blaming them. You're just pointing out a small mistake. People are usually very happy to fix it if you are polite.
That makes me feel much better. Excuse me, I think there's a small mistake. I'll remember that.
Good. Before we move to the final part, the bill, let's have a quick challenge for our listeners. I want you to imagine you're ordering a pizza with no peppers and an orange juice. How would you say that? I'll give you 3 seconds.
I'd like a pizza with no peppers and an orange juice, please.
Excellent. You guys are doing amazing. If you're finding this helpful, let us know in the comments what your favorite food is to order in English.
Okay, Daniel, we finished our meal. We're full and happy. How do I ask for the money paper?
We call that the bill in the UK or the check in the US. You can say, "Can I have the bill, please?" or "Could we get the check?"
Could we get the check, please? And what if I want to pay for both of us?
Then you can say the magic words, "It's on me," or "My treat."
Oh, I like that. It's on me, Daniel.
Well, thank you, Emma, but usually friends like to split the bill. That means everyone pays for their own food. You can ask the waiter, "Can we pay separately?"
Can we pay separately? Okay. And Daniel, what about the extra money for the waiter, the tip?
Tipping is different in every country. In the US, it's very important, usually about 20%. In Australia or the UK, it might be around 10% or just rounding up the change.
If the bill is $18 and I give them $20 and tell them to keep the rest, what do I say?
You say, "Keep the change." It's a very nice way to be generous.
Keep the change. I love it. Daniel, this was so helpful. I don't feel scared anymore.
I'm so glad. Let's do a quick final review of the big points.
Okay, first, say good evening when you arrive, not good night.
Second, use "I'd like" or "Can I have" to be polite.
Third, still water has no bubbles, sparkling has bubbles, and tap is free.
Fourth, if there's a problem, say, "I think there's a small mistake."
And fifth, ask for the bill or the check and say, keep the change for a tip.
You nailed it, Emma. Listeners, you did a great job today, too. Practice these sentences out loud, even if you're just in your kitchen. Your mouth needs the practice as much as your ears.
Thank you so much for joining us. In our next lesson, we're going to talk about small talk, how to have a real conversation with people you meet while traveling.
Don't miss it. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.